Alright, so this is the first video of the new year, 2015. Uh, this is also like what, the last couple of days of my vacation. I go back to work on Monday at 7 p.m. So I'm gonna try to enjoy the last bits of my what is now what, a 26-day vacation. It's great. Um, this my channel, I'm gonna take it a new direction now. Not that I'm giving up on everything else that I've done, or doing a complete 180 or anything like that, but I just think it's time to move on a bit. That being said, I'm still gonna pay attention to some of the stuff that I've talked about, and some of the stuff that I've done in the past, and some of the things that I've looked into. Um, this whole Sexodus thing, the thing going on in Japan, uh, the Western version of it here. But there's only so much you can say before there's no point in talking anymore, and you just need to watch it. I mean, um, there's no doubt, I should say. I mean, it's guaranteed. What's going on is guaranteed to happen. Okay, but I'm going to take it the Japanese way rather than more or less the Western way, because I noticed that in the Western way, with the not politicizing, but the attention it's getting, it seems to me that there's a lot of noise being raised about it, whereas the Japanese way, zero noise was raised. You just saw the effects, and that's the route that I'm going to take. I'm not gonna make any noise. I'm more or less not gonna make any more videos about it. Um, I'm just gonna let the effects happen because it's already happening. So you don't need to talk. Talking gets you nowhere. And as far as I'm concerned, the time for talking was over. The time for talking was when men were complaining about it, long before even the Japanese herbivore men article came out, which was like way back in early 2000s and all. I mean, just in general, but early 2000s on to mid 2000s. As far as I'm concerned, in 2006, when that herbivore article first came out, um, that was when the talking stopped. And as for when it officially started off here, I can't quite pinpoint the exact date or day, but it obviously started off. And yeah, the time for talking is over. Now we just see the effects, and everyone, society, or women, or feminists, or whoever, MRAs, MGTOWs, whatever. Now we just wait and see what happens. Since everybody's convinced that they're so right, and obviously some are right and some are clearly not. The MRA slash MGTOWs, they have data they can point to. They have real world, whether it matches what data the other side has. They have real world. Look, this is what's happening. Look out your window. That's what you're seeing happening. If your data doesn't match that, it's wrong. And I don't care how much scientific peer reviewed journal entry, blog, vlog, captain's fucking log you have. It's wrong if it doesn't match real world outside. So there's nothing more to say. We just see the effects of what is going to happen from here on out. In the past, I've said that I don't subscribe to anything. I just my shit just comes in. I drop anchor wherever I feel has something of benefit to me or something that is worth looking into. And then when it no longer becomes uh, or is no longer what I thought it was, like when you have one group that starts off good and then they go off into something else completely. It's like, all right, time to pull up anchor and set sail through the oceans of life. that is more or less what I'm going to do as far as the channel goes, even though not as far as life goes, because it's just time to do something else. So, more or less from now on, I am going to start uploading videos of just thoughts that I have on different topics, different subjects, and I just throw them up there for analysis and for people to, I guess, tell me why I'm right, tell me why I'm wrong, whatever. The first video that I see, hopefully I'll get it up before I head back to work again, just as like a test out, um, or a pilot program, if you will, is the mainly leftist, liberal stance on society, and specifically this need to be tolerant and acceptant and equality and all that stuff. I have a few thoughts on that, and I'm going to script it out. I'm going to write it out so I can get all my thoughts out. But that's going to be the first one, the first start of it. And basically, my stance, well, you'll see when I upload the video, but that's just where this channel is going now. As far as the whole MGTOW and men doing their own thing, men going their own way, and all that stuff, the Herbivore men, there's really not much more to say about that. The talking is over. It's just time for the effects, which obviously cannot be stopped. So, that's it. I still do video requests. If anybody wants my thoughts or my stances on stuff, because apparently people do, which is actually quite interesting. I've had 3 video requests so far, and a number of people who didn't really want a video, but just me write out my thoughts to them. As to what they did with it, I don't know, but whatever. I'll still do that. I have a slight cold, by the way. So I'll do that as well. But, yeah, it's just time for talking ended. So no more talking, at least on my part. If anybody else wants to find me, I see the future of where this is going. Call me psychic or whatever you want to, whatever, I don't know. And I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy it, and I'm going to enjoy society throwing the same standard issue shit. It's not going to work. People writing all these books on what to do, mainly to women. Oh, here's what you do to get men to come back, or book shaming men or whatever. That's not going to work. It's going to be great. Anyway, that's it. New year, new direction.